Yo, what's up? What's really good? It's your boy Brandon Bravon Towns, host of that show called Sports Plus Life. That there sports podcast where we talk about all of the necessary topics in sports and all of the necessary topics in life. So for the third straight week, I'm doing it video style. I'm gonna bite the bullet and get me an audio box probably next week. But I thank you guys for thugging it out with me like this. As if you go through my page, you know how I usually do my Sports Plus Life. I usually, it's audio, but I have background music, background noise, sound effects, things of that nature. But anyway, this is also very fun as well because you see a face behind the voice. But anyway, it is Tuesday, June the 7th, 2000 of the 2-2. I didn't do one yesterday because usually I do my podcast every Monday. I didn't do one yesterday because I was out of town. Me and the kids went out of town. We met up with Sean. Y'all know, if you watch the show, you know, if you listen to the show, you know Sean. We met up with Sean and his peoples, and it's my brother. I met up with the fan, and they had an Airbnb that they had until Wednesday, but I came out, brought the kids out there for the day near Chesapeake, near Urbana. Now, beautiful Airbnb. Damn, beautiful Airbnb. The signal out there, that's another topic for another day. But bro, once I got into that crib, once I linked up with my bro, I ain't give a damn about. I wasn't even worried about no damn cell phone, nothing like that, man. Please, but we had a great time. The kids had a great time. That's what's most important to me. My kids had a very, very good time. And I wasn't even going to do one today because I ain't getting much sleep. So as soon as we touched back down in Richmond and I dropped the rental car back off, I got back in the house, your boy was out. I was out for like 3.5, 4 hours. I was tired as hell. But anyway, I hope everybody had a good weekend. I hope everybody's having a wonderful evening. By the time you guys get this, hell, as slow as my phone loads up, it might be Wednesday lunchtime by the time this joint posts. But but it is what it is. Oh, excuse me, got the camera moving and stuff like that. But anyway, so as far as the sports goes, let's get to it. What's the news that we have? First news in regards to the NBA, the finals. They're tied at 1. Boston put in the NBA Jam on fire cheat code in the fourth quarter of Game 1, and they erased a 12-point deficit to start the quarter. They erased a 12-point deficit to steal Game 1 from Golden State. Golden State said, okay, that's not going to happen again. And they beat the crap out of the Celtics in Game 2, winning by 19 if I'm not mistaken. But the lead was almost 30 in the fourth quarter of Game 2. Steph Curry didn't even play. Let's put it that way. Steph Curry didn't even play in the fourth quarter of Game 2. So what I see from this series is when you look at it, to me, when you look at the series, for one, Boston got what they came for. They wanted to get a split. You take the home court advantage. They got their money's worth. They got what they came for. Again, they now have the home court advantage. If you've kept up with the Celtics through the playoffs, they haven't played very well at home. So I'd be remiss if I didn't say I would be surprised if the series didn't come back to San Francisco at least tied at 2. Because I think Golden State is going to win Game 3. Game 4 is definitely going to be, to me, the pivotal game. A very pivotal game, particularly for the Boston Celtics. Again, I think Golden State is going to win. Draymond Green was very Draymond Green in Game 2. He came out with an attitude, and basically an attitude of, we're not going to be pushed around. I don't care how young and athletic and how great defense you play, yada, yada, yada. I wouldn't have been braggadocious about the league's not going to throw me out because we've seen that happen. Remember 6 years ago, and I don't give a damn what anybody in YouTube land or Facebook land thinks about what I'm about to say. Draymond got to be careful because you don't want to get suspended like in 2016 because I have always said and I will always say the NBA screwed up that finals. I haven't, it's not even about me hating on LeBron, but I have no respect for that 2016 championship because the league injected itself when they shouldn't have. If you watch that situation from start to finish, but still, Draymond, you got to watch yourself because that really, in effect, that and the NBA cost your championship, in my opinion. I don't care who disagrees. That's my opinion. You can disagree all you want. It's your opinion. It's mine. The NBA gave the Cleveland Cavaliers a break. Period. You don't want that happening again if you're Golden State. If you're Draymond, you want to kind of just tone down just a little bit, at least as far as, comments that you making on, like, as far as, saying, oh, nope, the NBA ain't going to throw me out. Bruh, I don't think they should outside of a fight. But, any referee could be petty and say, oh, really? Oh, we're not. Okay. But I think, like I said, I would be leaning more towards the Warriors because outside of that fourth quarter explosion by Boston in Game 1, Boston's a fourth quarter explosion away from being down 0-2 in this series. That's just the way I've seen it. I mean, both first halves have looked very similar. 2-point games at the end of each half in games 1 and game 2. And Golden State puts a blitz on in the third quarter. And just in game 2, they didn't take their foot off the gas the way they did in game 1. Boston wasn't missing shots. So, again, I picked the Warriors to win this series. I'm going to stick with it. I think it's going to be it's already an interesting series. A lot of people say Warriors in 6 or Celtics in 7. I don't know. I mean, it's hard because I could easily say Warriors in 5 and convince myself to believe myself. But I don't know. It's gonna be tough to say. I think if Boston wins the series, I think they would do it in 6. Golden State, I just think they're gonna win. I do. I just think they're gonna win. And also in the world of basketball, they were discussing again whether to reduce the schedule of NBA games. If you followed me through any amount of time when I talk about basketball and this generation of players, now look, mind you, sometimes the way I talk about the players of nowadays, I could come across sounding like an old fogey. I'm in my 30s. I grew up on the Jordan era, the Shaq and Kobe era. When LeBron was drafted into the league, I was a teenager, and LeBron is still playing. But why I don't agree with shortening the game, not at all. I don't agree with shortening the game at all, shortening the season at all, of going down to 58 games. I think that's ridiculous. I don't rock with a lot of these modern-day players because I'm a fan, as a basketball fan. I feel that players nowadays cheat the game. I do. I cheat the game. And I understand what J.J. Redick was saying is how earlier today on First Take, saying that the wear and tear is different on the body than it was in 90s basketball. But ain't nobody telling y'all to play that way. Ain't nobody saying come around and jack up threes from all over the parking lot. Ain't nobody telling y'all to play that way. Okay, and to me that's not about the game evolving. To me it's a copycat league. Okay, my homeboy Calvin called me last week and he asked me, did I think that Steph Curry changed the game as far as a 3-point shot? I said he didn't change the game as far as jacking up threes all the time. He changed the distance. Mike D'Antoni and 2003-2004 Warriors changed the game as far as making 3-point shots the predominant shot that you take. Steph just changed the distance. Steph made it fashionable to shoot a logo 3. But even then, everybody ain't Steph. And nobody, bro, if you talking about wear and tear on the body, nobody's saying come out here and do Euro steps. To me, a Euro step is a torn ACL waiting to happen. I'm like I said, I'm not trying to sound like an old fogey, but the players cheat the game. They do. Players today cheat the game. You know how I felt about Ben Simmons. You know how I feel about load management. You know how I feel about Zion Williamson. These players out here cheat the game and want to get paid astronomical bucks, Bro, if I was an owner, they would hate my guts. They would hate my guts. Because I'm doing contracts. Okay, you want me to pay you X amount of dollars, but you only want to play 3/4 of the season. Okay, if you only want to play 62 games, guess what, some bitch? I'm paying you for 62 games. For real, because you don't... that's why when I heard about Zion Williamson, that he could be offered a maximum contract. Well, New Orleans doesn't want to offer him a maximum contract. I don't blame him. Dude has played 85 games out of three possible seasons. Think about that. 82 games in last season, the 2020-2021 season, they only played, 72 games? So out of all those games, 82 his rookie year, 72 his second year, 82 this year. He's only played in 85 games total. Why am I going to pay you $180 million, bro, and you don't even play basketball consistently? That's just me. That's just me. Again, like I said, I'm not trying to come across as an old fogey. What I am is a basketball fan who I have watched over the years of me watching basketball from time I was a kid to current time now. I have seen players cheat the game of basketball. Just totally cheat it. And but want all the money in the world. And I'm just like, bruh, no. Like, when they have a collective bargaining agreement because of the Ben Simmons situation, because of Kyrie Irving, because of James Harden, the owners are going to take the players to the cleaners. And unfortunately, some of these players deserve it. Only reason why I didn't throw Kawhi Leonard's name in there is because he actually had a torn ACL. But he another one who only want to play 62 games out of a possible 82. Bruh, if you got arthritic knees, play in the big three. The one game a week. Go on the big three. Like, real stuff. Real talk. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of the way that these players... That's why, I used to be gung-ho about wanting to go to an NBA game. I've never been to an NBA game before in my life. And one reason why I'm not gung-ho about it anymore is because I don't know if I'm going to pay money. I want to see my favorite players play, or I want to see the best players play. I'm in Richmond. Closest team here is the Wizards. The Wizards, they're not the best. The Wizards stink. If I'm a Laker fan and I'm paying to see the Lakers play the Wizards, I don't want to risk paying a whole bunch of money and LeBron and AD. Okay, I'm not gonna play tonight. We're gonna sit them down for rest. And Anthony Davis, another one. He barely play basketball. I don't want to do that. I don't think if I'm buying a ticket to see the Lakers play the Wizards, I want to see LeBron. I don't want to see a full game of Malik Monk. No disrespect to him, but I'm just saying I want to see Bron. I can pretty much, if Westbrook's still a Laker, I can count on that I'm going to see him. This is whether he's going to play good basketball or not. But I'm just saying, I don't want to even take that risk. And Greg Popovich actually started that shit. As great a coach as Greg Popovich is, he actually started that whole load management stuff. And like I said, it's a copycat league. Just like everybody now is shooting threes with the 3. It's a copycat league with the load management. And unfortunately, he started it. Greg Popovich started it. And I think there should be severe penalties for load management. I do. You're paid to play basketball. Play basketball. And the injury, if there's an injury, that bitch better be legit. Because if you played to play basketball, then play basketball. Simple. I don't necessarily like the way that Stephen A. Smith attacks Kyrie Irving. Because Kyrie Irving, has. You can tell that he has a good heart, but you can tell he's also very stubborn too. I don't necessarily like the way that he attacks Kyrie Irving, but Kyrie Irving doesn't play enough basketball. I mean, for the money that he wants, play basketball, bro. And with everything that was going on in the last year or two, how are you not playing basketball? That's not going to help anybody. If you think that people are financially downtrodden because of the rules about COVID and stuff like that, play basketball. Break them off. Give them the money. Pick families each game. That's the way you can help. It's all about, that's the thing that's all about money. That's the thing that's all about money. In this money hungry country that we live in today. Now, to the NF of the L, y'all knew Aaron Donald wasn't going to retire, right? Y'all didn't actually believe that shit, right? It was clearly a brilliant contract negotiation ploy that has worked. Because now, Aaron Donald's contract has been reworked to where he is the highest non-quarterback paid player in the league. He's earned it. Bravo. He beat Von Miller's contract. But bravo. He's earned it. Aaron Donald is the best defensive player at his position, maybe of all time. At his position. Do I think? I'm not saying that he's the best defensive player of all time, but I mean, if he keeps putting up numbers like he's putting up, that conversation will continue to grow. Because to me, ain't no defensive player better than Lawrence Taylor. I don't give a damn what you say. Ain't no defensive player better than LT. LT is the reason why I fell in love with football. Real talk. He's the reason why I fell in love with football. Because, boy, if you know about football, you know about Lawrence Taylor, boy. Boy. Do I don't know if LT can play in today's NFL. Too damn pillow soft. But Aaron Donald has definitely earned his money. He's definitely earned his money. Interesting to know, what do you guys think about the Colin Kaepernick Raiders tryout? I'm just curious to know, because Derek Carr came out and said that he thinks Colin Kaepernick would be great for the Raiders, that he would fit in great with the Raiders. Part of that I believe to be genuinely true. And then there's another part of me that thinks, well, he's saying that because it's the right thing to say, but he knows good and well that they're not going to sign Colin Kaepernick. But I respect it. I mean, anybody with eyes and ears know that Colin Kaepernick was screwed over by the NFL, but I'm just interested to know what you guys think about the tryout for the Raiders with Colin Kaepernick. And, oh boy, we 3 months away from football, y'all. We 3 months away from football, y'all. We 3 months away from September through February. Y'all knowing what I'm going to do on Sundays. So if anybody want me to do something different, y'all going to get a flat out leave me the hell alone. So yes, about that time. All I want is for my Denver Broncos to come into the season as healthy as possible. And anybody would say that about their team, because I truly believe that we will bust heads this season. Okay? Kansas City Chiefs? No. Chargers? Possible. Raiders? No. Y'all ain't doing shit. Okay? Y'all not doing nothing. Now, on to the sweet science. Y'all know I'm a boxing fan. Y'all know I'm a boxing fanatic. And, like, I've been saying this for the last 2 months. Boxing has been lit. It definitely has been lit. Saturday, Devin Haney went all the way to Australia to fight George Kambosos in his backyard. All of the contractual stuff favored Kambosos for the undisputed lightweight title, and Devin Haney just simply schooled him. Devin Haney just simply took him to class. Now, unfortunately, it's going to bring about a rematch that's not necessary. I mean, to be honest with you, that there's no reason to have a rematch of that fight. That you could tell that matter was said and done by round 6. As long as Devin Haney didn't get caught by nothing crazy, then he just outclassed Kambosos. I mean, he did. And I would like to see Devin Haney fight somebody like Tank Davis. I'd like to see him fight Tank, who, of course, is coming off of that TKO victory over Rolly Romero a couple weeks ago. Now, unfortunately, Jamal Charlo, the bigger of the twin brothers, was supposed to fight on Saturday, but he has suffered a back injury, and his championship fight has to be postponed. That sucks because, it's boxing every week has just been big match after big match after big match after big match. Nonito Donaire got TKO'd. I can't pronounce this guy's name who beat him, but he is the number 2 pound for pound ranked fighter, in the world. That's a bad brother. 23-0. I mean, Nonito Donaire, he's at the twilight of his career. He's about 40. He's damn near 40. But yeah, it's unfortunate about Charlo because, I just want to keep this boxing train rolling, and so we can get some big fights. But that train doesn't necessarily have to stop because Joe Smith Jr. and Arthur Beterbiev, they fight Saturday as well. And then you get maybe about a month break as far as huge fights, and then you got Ryan Garcia fighting Javier Fortuna July 16th. That's right around my birthday time now, dog. And then a week later, we got Usyk, the rematch between Alexander Usyk and Anthony Joshua for the heavyweight championship of the world, for 3 heavyweight championship belts, WBA, WBO, and IBF. But of course, we, as far as boxing Joe Public, we recognize Tyson Fury as the legitimate, undisputed champion of that division, as he's earned it. And then July 30th, and at Barclays, Danny Garcia will fight Jose Benavidez. That's junior middleweights. And so we keeping the boxing train rolling, baby, all through the summer, man. All through the summer, okay? So because August 13th, we got Teofimo Lopez versus Pedro Campa. So and we basically what we need to be doing is building up to that fight that the world wants to see. Hopefully it'll happen in October between Terence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. Get it done, boxing. Get that shit done. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts. Let's get that fight rolling. Let's get it done. Now, we've already confirmed that in September, Canelo, instead of fighting Dimitri Bivol in a rematch, he's going to take that third fight with Triple G. And Triple G probably about to sue the hell out of that. That what that was about. Because they had already signed a contract to fight before he fought Bivol. Triple G is like, oh, hell no. I got to lose out on a big payday just because you wet the bed and you lost? No, you've been ducking me for the last 3 years. Bring your punk ass over and fight, or you going to give me them dollars. So we already know that's going to happen. I'm interested in seeing that fight only because I don't think Canelo won either fight. The first fight, of course, was a draw. The second fight was a split decision win for Canelo. I don't think Canelo beat Triple G in either fight. I don't. But that's why I'm interested in seeing it. I want to see Canelo fight David Benavidez. That's what I want to see. I want to see him fight David Benavidez or Jamal Charlo or Jamie Munguia. That's what I want to see. Okay? That's what I want. All right? I don't want to see, like I said, just for the rivalry aspect is why I'm interested in seeing Canelo versus Triple G for a third time, because me personally, I thought that Triple G won both fights. Now, as far as, like I said, now, who I think Canelo needs to fight, because people got to start calling Canelo to the carpet, because he claimed that I'm the best in the world. I've never thought that. I've always thought Canelo was overrated, because the guys out there who could touch him up, he don't fight him. So he said Charlo's not a big enough name, so Dimitri Bivol is a bigger name than Jamal Charlo? And he just took your ass to the cleaners? Really? Word? That's how you feeling? I don't particularly see it that way. So that's what we need. We need him by, I want to see Canelo fight David Benavidez or Charlo or Jamie Munguia. Matter of fact, I want to see David Benavidez and Jamie Munguia fight. Yeah. They the same age, same height, same weight, both undefeated. I'm talking about slugfest. Slugfest, people. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to see. Okay, so top 10 pound for pound. Number 1, we got Terence Crawford. And like I said, I cannot pronounce My man's name, Naoa Inu. I can't, bruh. I can't, no. Errol Spence is number 3, pound for pound. Canelo, number 4. Tyson Fury, 5. Usyk, 6. Vasily Lomachenko, 7. Dmitry Bivol, 8. Shakur Stevenson has cracked the list. And Juan Franco Estrada, number 10. So, but I hope everybody is doing well. I do. I hope everybody is doing well. Last time I didn't have a long video, but I just talked about how, in regards to all of these shootings, it's all about money. It's all about money. And we sitting here crying, this needs to stop, this needs to stop. But those people who are up there in office, they'll tell you they wanted to stop. They really don't. Because what I was explaining to, a couple of young boys today was, you people don't understand how this money train work. There's no profit in peace, unfortunately. There's no profit in peace. You know how much, like, chaos is a cash cow. When shit goes left, when you have disasters happening, when you have crime and all other stuff, you know how many people get paid off of that? Police, lawyers, bail bondsmen, judges, hospitals, emergency rooms. Like, it's messed up. Obviously the common sense thing would be to make a stricter gun law. But again, chaos is a cash cow. So I just want everybody out there to be safe. And sometimes people need to stop acting stupid in general. Like, I took my kids to a Short Plum Park Sunday because they had a little water sprinkler thing. All these kids out there playing. Then all of a sudden, one boy throws water on a girl. And somebody mama gets mad or whatever. Somebody mama, auntie, I don't know. Some grown-ass adult who should know better. Who looked like she was about 12 months pregnant, and a tie-dye sherbet dress. Just literally gets in the little boy's face. Not take it to the parent. Get in the little boy's face. And that ended up causing a rift between parents. And this lady just started showing out. Black lady. Always gotta be one of us. Where, bro, when I tell you, it's not me trying to be racist. But boy, white people can pick up and go real quick. And that lady started yelling, I don't give a fuck. Yo, kid, da-da-da-da-da. First thing, I'm like, okay, where are my children at? Okay, they're in a whole nother part of the park. All right, they got nothing to do with this. But it's like, dog, it's a water park, bitch. Why are you worried about if a kid is throwing water on the kids? That's what they all doing. Excuse my language, but I'm serious. You're going to cause a big fuss, jump in a child's face who's special needs because he threw water at a water park on a kid who was also wet? You stupid. You making yourself look stupid. You causing a scene for nothing. If, Short Plum Park is a nice sized park. If you don't want a kid to get wet, and take him to the playground, take him to the dog park, walk the trail, do something. Your ass needed to walk a trail. You goddamn 60 weeks pregnant. Who the hell does that? Like, come on, man. Like, and then, like I said, making a fool of yourself. Like, I'm serious. People will getting out the park, driving in the parking lot, getting out their cars, walking up to the water park, see this Free Willy looking bitch showing out, turning around and leaving. Even the foreigners like, nope, it is too much shit going on in America. We are out. That was ridiculous, man. It was ridiculous. So it's almost fortuitous to say we have to do better because people know that. Then a lot of people just do extra. That's just extra stuff, just extra stuff. It's crazy. But anyway, again, I hope everybody has a blessed and wonderful week. Let's stay safe. It's getting hot. My son's graduating from elementary school next week. Hey. Yep, my boy's going to middle school. It's crazy, though. Like, where does time go, man? Where does the time go? That's all I got to say. Where does the time go? I didn't have Tony on here today, like I said, because of everything that I had going on the last couple of days. But definitely, I'm gonna have my boy. I'm gonna have my boy back on here. Have a couple other people. I'm gonna have Sean back on here too, and Calvin and David. Y'all know the squad. We gonna have some fun. We're going to have a safe summer. Everybody, we're going to have a safe summer. You know I love my black and gold family. Love you guys to death. I love my family, and I love my black and gold family. You guys check out my YouTube page. Y'all check out my DJ Brave Easy stuff. I have playlist on there. Recently, a week ago, did a Tupac playlist. That joint hit. So shout out to everybody who subscribed to me, and shout out to everybody who not only supports the show but supports the DJ Brave Easy, and also the music that I do every now and then, my own music that I do every now and then. But it's your boy Brandon Bravon Towns, Sports Plus Life. I'm out this bit. Peace, and I love you guys. Be safe. Be great.